Good afternoon, Scorpio. Welcome to Sin Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we are doing that timeless week ahead reading update for you. So what that means, Scorpio, at time of viewing this video, whether your sun, moon, Venus, or rising, well, something should resonate for you. So what I'd like you to do, focus only on those things that actually resonate. Anything else, Scorpio, just leave for another, okay? Let's get started. Today I'm going to use the Zodiac 108 deck, and we're going to pull you three cards to basically, these cards have extra little definitions that'll help clarify the general reading as a whole, as well as, persons, places, seasons, events, or even answers yes or no questions and timing. So let's see, we start out here. You got the chess card to start with, Scorpio. This is all about strategy. Whoops. All about strategy, planning, that checkmate, that mastery, grand design, thinking ahead, tactics, moves and counter moves. Putting that strategy, a course of action together, power plays, or even game theories, as well as consequences of actions come into play here. Now, Scorpio, you also have the Earn card. This is about loss, perhaps death or forfeiture, grief, closed up, bereaved, breakup, poverty, collapse, dispossess, remove, dismantle, deprive, absence, change of state, setback, it's over or done. And then finally, we have it's time. Scorpio, it's time for action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. All right, let's get into this general reading, Scorpio. Oh, if you're into numerology, we have 3, 5, and 8 here. 3, 5, and 8. Now, if you go onto Google, you can get additional angel message. Just simply type in angel number meaning 358 into that search engine, and you'll get an additional message that I don't even know what it is, but it should be helpful. Now, the also 358 works into 7, so sevens oftentimes are thought of as a lucky number, but it also can create confusion, undecidedness, as well as just contemplation, issues of trying to have patience. So let's continue on, and we're going to use the Good Tarot deck today to pull you 6 cards for the week ahead. So there'll be 2 cards for the beginning of the week, 2 cards for the middle, and 2 cards for the ending. Let's start here. In the beginning, we have Fortune's Wheel coming into play, Scorpio, as well as the Star card, 2 major arcana cards. Middle of the week, we got 4 of Fire coming out, as well as we have 5 of Fire. So 4, 5, and then finishing up the week, we have 4 of Water, as well as 5 of Earth. All right, a little bit of balance there. Let's set that deck aside, Scorpio. Let's dive in here. Fortune's Wheel in play. This is about karmic wheel. The Fortune's Wheel is a karmic wheel. So if you're on top, it's going to reverse and you're going to be on the bottom. If you're on the bottom, it's going to reverse and you're going to feel lighter and be on top. So take it as it resonates for you. It's nothing scary. It's just that there's this karmic consequences versus action thing that occurs within this cycle. And so at this point, a situation that Wheel of Fortune is reverting here, and it is just taken as an acknowledgement that it may be a response to a wish or prayer that you have put out into the universe, and at this time it is being revealed or fulfilled for you in the beginning of the week. Now, moving into the middle of the week here, Scorpio, we have 4 of Fire. 4 of Fire comes into play. This is about uniting, come together. A lot of times it has something to do with the family and the home front. And perhaps you've been recognizing some of, synchronicities, angels or guides trying to reach out to you and provide you with messages. Repetitious numbers come into play. Maybe even 1111 is something synchronistically you've seen repeating over and over again here, Scorpio. Now, also in the middle of the week, we have 5 of Fire. Now, 5 is about changes. Now, the 5 of Fire comes into play because, there is a lot of times some kind of conflict that comes about, and you want to avoid this kind of chaos, whether it's professional or with the family home. We do have the home life here. So there could be some kind of competitiveness or conflict occurring within the home front in the middle of the week coming into play here for you, Scorpio. So let's see, for the ending of the week for you, we do have the 4 of Water coming out. Now, the 4 of Water is a disappointment, feeling disconcerted, disconnected, or trying to disconnect yourself because you're disappointed with the way your emotions and feelings have been received, or giving them, that you kind of closing yourself up, and it just really stubbornly refusing uh, to explore emotions. So kind of clamming down or clamming up on yourself, closing down that heart, that those emotions, those feelings, perhaps due to this conflict or chaos that in the home that is occurring right now, Scorpio, that you're just kind of, you know, stubbornly refusing to deal with the emotions at hand. I guess is the phrasing that is coming to mind. You do have the Five of Earth here as well. Once again, another change afoot here. This is feeling all alone and isolated, though. I mean, this is, you're not alone. It's a self perception, but I think it's also a self imposition that you put yourself in. And we had this for a water where you're shutting down, not wanting to explore feelings in depth anymore. So you kind of self isolating yourself here, changing things up, saying, well, and this is in the Pentacles and Earth, so physical type of actual physical kind of isolation, that you're removing yourself from a situation, or removing yourself away from these emotions, but focusing on uh, the financial aspect. Perhaps maybe you found a little lack on that end too, and so you start applying yourself more into work related stuff rather than deal with the emotions or conflicts at home in the middle of the week. But you are things should be, you shouldn't be feeling this feeling of lack as much, because that Wheel of Fortune is your wish and desire. And we're going to clarify things more. Things are turning around, so it should be getting lighter here. So let's get some clarity for you, Scorpio. And yeah, because I mean, there is a master plan. It is time for you. We see in there, there is some grief closing up. Yeah, we see that in the cards as well. Just kind of dismantling things and change of states. Perhaps a setback, but definitely you're I can see the other cards coming into fruition here, clarifying in this. Now, Scorpio, clarifier for this Fortune's Wheel coming into play. We have, first off, the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is all about going within, that spiritual enlightenment, seeking your own inner light, your own guidance, maybe tapping into your higher self at this point. So, whatever this Wheel of Fortune is, it is tapping into that spiritual enlightenment that you did to seek out your path forward, or what you're projecting to the universe. You've seen things from a different perspective. We actually got 4 cards here. I'm seeing Hangman energy, that Piscean attitude of looking at things from others' perspective is giving you a whole different insight between your own inner guidance and seeing from others' perspectives what's happening. You got this communication that is a truth that came rushing into you, or maybe you discovered in this fast action truth coming into you, or another with some air qualities like Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy characteristic coming at you real quick with some fast, hard facts, truth, and information, allowing you to see things from a different perspective here as well. Now, we do have the Judgment card, major kind of coming out. Judgment is about a call to take action now. This is about be true to yourself. Rise up, be yourself. Throw off the mask. Stop wearing the mask, trying to mask your true self to those around you, and we wear many masks oftentimes. But this is hearing that call to take action and step forward as your true, authentic self. Relaying that truth to the others as well, allowing them to see you from a different perspective as well. That is all part of that Fortune's Wheel aspect coming to fruition here, is others being able to see who you really are, not who they perceive you to be, so that perspective can change. Now, Scorpio, we do have that star card here, so let's clarify that real quick too for you. Oh yeah, look at this star. Okay, your wish is going out there. Now, you've been feeling you've taken on a lot of responsibilities. It's back-breaking work here. Look at all that. You're bent over all the responsibilities and working, and your back is hurting. This is the completion of a cycle, though. 10 of Wands is a completion. You're ready to throw that bundle down and said, I've had enough. I can't, my back can't take any more of this. Well, you also not real thrilled about all the chaos either. I mean, the waters are kind of really, you're like, no, I need to find some peace and solitude. I need some more calmness in my life. And there's the Empress card. Now, the Empress card is that Taurus energy. The Empress is, new beginnings. That she's the divine feminine energy, the embodiment, all for the lower arcana queens. So she's gained that wisdom. She's more mature and wiser, and she's just got that nature of being kind of like Mother Earth. She's got that creative ability. But she's expanding empire. She's not limited to just taking care of a kingdom. She's that eternal mother, uh, feminine nature coming out fully. Now, this could, regardless of your gender, whether you're male or female, Scorpio, you could be embodiment, this Empress quality yourself. It's just the characteristics coming out, and that's your dream. You're like, I just want to expand my empires. I want to grow upon this. I want this whole rebirth. I want this whole be able to expand new beginnings, and just this whole fruition and energy of that Empress coming out. This issue of getting away from, but definitely you want you want less burdensome work. You'd like to throw that bundle and all these responsibilities aside, reducing your anxiety and your stress as well. An embodiment of this, your wish is, just to really have this new beginning that's, just bringing all the encouragements of the Empress to it. Now, this could be also your emperor, and you're seeking an empress, because that's usually how those work. So take it as it resonates for you, each individually, Scorpio. Now, middle of the week, like I said, we got that 4 of fire. That is about the home front there. So let's look at this clarification. Home front. Yeah. Now look at that wounded warrior card. It's about uniting, coming together at home, the home front, the family. There seems to be some sparks there with the fire in play. Things are passionate, intense. The 9 of Wands coming up. This is about, setting your boundaries, and you're not letting anything in. You're not letting anything out either. Sometimes your own boundaries bound you, and you're actually kind of imprisoned by all your responsibilities and things that you're trying to defend as stances. It actually imprisons you. And there's that Magician. Now, the Magician can be for manifesting, having all the resources and tools to manifest, but it also can be a sign of manipulation as well. And I say that because we do have the 10 of Swords on the other side. So you got this Knight of boundary setting, wounded warrior, as well as this very painful looking 10 of Swords completion coming in. But it is all about completion. But I do say there may be some kind of manipulation. Now, you, Scorpio, could be manipulating others out of defensive actions and pain, feeling like you've been stabbed in the back, or others may very well be manipulating you, which is leading to this painful completion, this ending. But realize there is a dawn of a new day. This is that, you may be ending this cycle of being a caterpillar, so to speak. But when you're all done and said, you're going to be able to burst forth as this beautiful butterfly, seeing things from a whole different perspective. So definitely look at it that way. But this is energy of the home and what's happening in the home at that point. Now, Scorpio, 5 of fire is here as well. Like I said, there is a change of foot here. Change, it is about some kind of conflict and competition type thing, but it's a change. A change is afoot, and that's why, there may be disagreements and some competitive disagreements or conflict. And yeah, there you go. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, so yeah, you definitely, it may, some of this may be regarding work. I mean, you're very, perhaps you're a workaholic. You're very focused on your work and putting everything in your work, just trying to distract yourself, perhaps, or you're just you got your unrealized goals of prosperity and abundance, and you're just really throwing yourself into it. But at the same time, the conflicts and stuff that's happening midweek, and it's connected to the home thing, is that things have stagnated. You don't want to hurt someone, or you don't want to hurt others. You don't want to get hurt. And so you just kind of stagnate. You just focus on your work. You're not focused on anything else. And you're not really going anywhere, Scorpio. I mean, when you do that, you're literally blindfolding yourself to the reality of truth, and as well as tying yourself in knots, over presuming you're going to get hurt or others get hurt. And that's not necessarily the case. Because if you remove that blindfold, I'll tell you right now, and untie yourself and remove that blindfold, you're going to be able to see other options and observe other choices that can be made that will result in that not happening. And look at you. You're there. You're ready for travel. You see your ship on the horizon. You see the success of the golden glow and joy and success on the horizon. You see your ship. It's coming in towards you. It just isn't here. So you're biding your time on the shore. You're waiting. You got projects you completed, but you're just not feeling that you can expand any further. And you need to hop the ship and go to fresher, newer lands. So travel may be in your future as well, in one form or another, maybe for your job as well, as you expand your job or career or travel. Some travel is something that is incoming for you, Scorpio. Now, finishing out this week ahead, we do have for a water. And like I said, that's that disconnect, that disappointment, and just kind of shutting yourself off to ignoring any emotions or dealing with it, because you just feel you got enough on your plate already. Now, Scorpio, the 3 cards clarifying this for you is, well, we got this brand new passionate beginning here. So there is some new endeavor or project that maybe seems inspiring or is motivating you, exciting you, and you're ready to start this new level. And like I said, if you we had that 10 of Wands up there. So that 10 of Wands, or 10 of Fire even, I should say, is just a really heavy burden to take on. So you got this new beginning. You got a Queen of Pentacles in play here. Now, this is that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could have this within your own chart, or it could be in another's. But this Queen of Pentacles is kind of a apprentice to the Empress, and that seemed to be in your dream there, having an Empress quality. But this is the down to earth, a really savvy budgeting person, someone who can really take a budget, or if you give her eggs, she can feed the whole freaking kingdom. Just one egg. She's just very creative, very nurturing, dependable, really in tune with making sure everybody's okay and wanting to take care of them, but savvy enough to manage without a king looking over her shoulder, just taking care of business, so to speak, energy. And perhaps you're embodying that at this time with that 4 of Waters, meaning, like I said, you're finding something to focus on other than emotions, and just getting down to earth, and let's get down and dirty, stable, loyal, dependable, let's just get to work attitude with this. But there is also a Queen of Wands here. So you got a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Wands. Now, Queen of Wands, that is more of a fiery signs of Aries, Sagittarius, Leo even. Those qualities coming out, you could have it within your own chart as well. But this is that more passionate, that attractive, charming, charismatic, creative energy too. I mean, the Queen of Wands is able to create and network out and create this expansion of her own kingdom as well, but in a different way. She's very passionate about her endeavors, her projects, and hobbies as well. But it's all to the fruition of expansion in her own kingdom. So you got a couple different things going on here. Like I said, the characteristics of these energies could be with you, whether you're different gender or different signs, but just pulling those characteristics out. Now, Scorpio, finishing up 5 of Earth. Like I said, that feeling of lack, that feeling of isolation, but you kind of self-impose this on yourself, Scorpio. Let's clarify that for the end of the week. Queen of Swords energy. Now, this is, like I said, you got this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Queen of No BS coming out here. Now, once again, this energy characteristics all about, don't BS me. Come tell me your truth, share your truth with me energy. But she really, she knows the truth. That I'm saying she, but regardless, the Queen of No BS, that energy is knowing the truth before you even provide it, and just wanting to see, are you being authentic? Are you being clear? Are you transparent, or are you trying to be deceptive? Because the Queen of Swords will cut it out. She's very logical. She's very practical. She's very, let's deal with the facts. Let's look at the logics. Look at the practicality of the situation at hand. I don't want, we don't need to deal with emotions. Let's look at practicality. Let's look at facts. Let's look at truth. That's what the Queen of Swords is all about. Yeah, we do have the death card transformation coming into play here. Like I said, this is all about that rebirth energy. It is Scorpion energy as well. So take that as being Scorpio. It's transformative. It's transmutation. It's like I said, it's leaving the past behind in a new beginning dawning on you. So, completing that cycle, dying, and rising up, a new beginning as your authentic self coming into this, as well as the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is a developing opportunity presenting itself to you. There's a message coming in. There is a new beginning, a new opportunity of some kind in the physical 3D world that is presenting itself to you, and is being communicated to you, and so you're not all alone. That feeling of lack, you've just kind of self-isolating yourself from that. Now this Page of Pentacles also could be a more younger individual, a child coming forward with the earth tones of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. So you may be having these different energies in play with you in the home front. Take it as it resonates for you, Scorpio. Now I am going to move this aside, and we're going to move on to the oracles. Now, if you're liking this reading, go ahead, hit that like button down below, as well as care to leave a comment. I would enjoy reading how this is resonating for each of my viewers as I'm reading this. Now, also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscription tab down below right now and that notification bell, just to ensure you don't miss out on any future readings. YouTube will notify you for free then. All right, so let's go ahead and pull you Oracle card. I'm going to pull 2 or 3. This is my Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck. I'm not going to read from the guidebook, just pull 2 or 3 cards and read from the cards themselves. Just a little extra clarification on this reading. That's, a little bit all over the place. But it definitely seems like your things will be turning around, but you do need to get out of your own head, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing here quite a bit. All right, so let's pull you 3 cards, Scorpio. And the first card today is the Sun Dancers. So the Sun Dancers is about joyful activities, celebration of life, and abundance. Like I said, that Wheel of Fortune, you're realizing that dream. You also have the Swan Queen. So Scorpio, transformation, intuition, and patience. We did see that as well, that transformation, that patience. And finally, you have the Word Lord. Scorpio, communication, praise, as well as dishonesty. I'm going to throw that over here where we had that Queen of Swords energy come out here. So that definitely is falling in line with the reading. Let's move on with drawing you a Chinese 5 elements oracle card. And here I'm just going to read the message from heaven for you, as well as the message from earth, to get a little more understanding for the week ahead. Scorpio, your card is the Fire Snake. Now, the Fire Snake is about living from the heart, Scorpio. So don't close off your heart. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. You want to hide from your heart, your feelings. And, that's, there's practical reasons for not just always being all emotional in your heart, but you got to find that balance and harmony. All right, the message from heaven here, Scorpio, is identify your joy triggers, life's little pleasures that turn on the fire within you, so you can access and share your light, Scorpio, with those who need help finding their light as well. Now, Scorpio, the message from Earth says, the strong yin fire contained in this card urges you to follow what excites the heart, but Be patient, Scorpio, as excitement can come and go. So let your passions lead you to new adventures and joy. Alrighty, now we're going to move on to the Moonology deck. And I will read the full Moonology guidebook text here. And if you're not your first time here, Scorpio, you know I love reading the Moonology cards because there is alternative meanings in the guidebook. So that just ensures that I can hold up to my claim that something in this reading should resonate for you to simply contemplate, meditate upon, okay? So let's grab you one Moonology card. Scorpio, your card for the week ahead is You Are Good Enough. Yeah, it's the full moon in Virgo. Let's pull that up here for you, Scorpio. Full moon in Virgo. Look right there. All right, Scorpio. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, Scorpio, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself here. So you don't have to be flash, Scorpio. Just quietly certain that you are good enough. Yes, at the other end of the scale here, you also need to be honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? Yeah, that full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers here, Scorpio. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are, as well as your next step should then be a little more obvious to you as well. Pay attention to the details, Scorpio. Hard work does bring results. So, to attune to this moon card this week, find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life, Scorpio. An additional meanings for this card, worrying too much will simply attract more things for you to worry about. Also, have you been overly critical, Scorpio? An apology may be necessary. Also, stop second guessing yourself. And finally, raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. All right, Scorpio, I do hope something here resonated for you the week ahead. We'll catch you next time. Bye.